I'm here today to talk a little bit about empathy and why and how it is so fundamental in our understanding of vicarious traumatization. Empathy is a very simple word we're all familiar with, and most people I meet think we all understand. In fact, I hear lots of people comment that they use empathy in their work, and others saying that they are very empathic, etc. The truth about empathy is that it isn't really a choice at all. It's an emotional response that comes naturally from within us. We're born with the capacity for empathy, and the majority of people never lose that. So let's start with a dictionary definition of empathy. Empathy is described as the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. And I think that describes it perfectly well. Understanding that empathy is an emotional response, like feeling anger, fear, or sadness just rising up inside us, helps to explain why empathy is not something that we can just switch on or off. And understanding that empathy is not a choice is the first step in recognizing the central role that empathy has in a helper's experience of VT. Remember, the empathic response is automatic. What we do with it at the moment of experiencing is an opportunity for our thinking to play a part, not before. The feeling has already occurred when our thinking steps in. So, how does empathy happen? Well, our brain has what are called mirror neurons, which work with other parts of our brain to not only imitate, but crucially to actually simulate what our brain understands is going on in another person's mental state. A simple example might be if you spot someone eating or drinking, and then you find yourself thinking about doing the same, but notice you feel hungry or thirsty too. Maybe your mouth even waters. So, in the same way, this is how helpers feel the trauma or suffering of another person. And when this happens repeatedly over time, a helper can come to suffer vicariously through hearing and seeing another person's suffering and trauma. This is what we call vicarious traumatization. Now, don't mistake VT for burnout. Burnout's caused by long-term exhaustion and an increasing loss of interest in our role as a result. You'll find a page on this website that discusses VT in more detail. And the important thing to understand is that VT occurs through continued empathic connection to another's suffering and trauma. Thank you.